Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, which is Pybron. My name is Rajesh Thakur. Hope you guys are doing well in this pandemic situation of Corona, and stay safe, stay home. That's I'm predicting with all of you guys. So now let's start for today's agenda. What I set it for you guys. Today we are going to discuss about the class and object. And in the last session, we had discussed about the theoretical concept of the what is the class, what is object, with the help of the one of the story. If whoever is new to in this domain in the class and object, so I am requesting to all of you guys, just go and watch my previous video about the class and object. It's a very interesting story I shared with you. Just go with that, and do let me know in case if you are feeling anything need to be assist more on that domain on the same. Okay, so without going to waste our time, I would like to share my screen. Just give me a moment. So yeah, let's start. So what is class? Class, I already told you, class is nothing but it's a kind of collection of object, right? So what I'm going to do, I am just going to create one class. Okay, I'm just going to create one class, and I'm not passing anything, any parameter right now. I'm just passing this. Pass is the okay, before going to be start, pass is the kind of the keyword in case of class. If you are not want to interest, if you are not want to implement anything over there, so you cannot keep only empty class, right? So that's what we are going to pass it here, just writing here pass syntax, right? And next, what I'm going to do, okay, once your shop has a class is what class is the shop, right? Once your shop has been created and your customer came and customer gave the requirement, what you will do, you are going to call your servant, right? You are going to call your servant. So I am also going to call my servant. Who will call the shopkeeper, owner of the shop will call the servant. And now servant, what the servant will do, servant will do perform whatever action his owner will tell, right? Okay, now let's see the I'm going to print the type of e. Let's do this, and let's do this. What is going to be happen, just okay. Oh, fine. And let me run this code. Oops, video one. Yeah, what is saying, see, can you see this? What is the type of a? Type of a is saying it's a main class object. Main is the where you are compiling your code, main, and in that we are calling the test class. Okay, so similarly, same way we are going to create one more class. 1 minute. We are going to create one more class, like a class test one, and just a minute. We are going to create one class test one, and pass it up. And now I would like to call my servant, means I am going to create the objects. Creation of object is nothing but is a calling of the servant. And now with the help of the servant, we are going to insert the element in my class. With the help of the servant, we are going to insert the element in my shop. Class is what? Shop. Okay, as if you go through my previous video, you will get the fair idea about that. So what I did, I just insert Pybron, okay, inside of with the inside of my class. Okay, and similarly, now I'm going to insert the age and born. Okay, age and born. And next, I would like to print this, all those things. How I can print all those things? Yes. Now, if I'll run this code, what is going to be happen? Try to understand. So everything got printed, right? Pybron, age is 26, and year of birth is 1994. Okay, got it. Hope you guys understanding. Once I insert the element, once see here in the line number 5 to 7, I'm just discussing about the line number 5 to 7. With the help of the servant, I am inserting the element inside my shop, and with the help of the servant only, I am fetching the element. Once your insertion has done, next process is what? Fetching the element, fetching the object. This we had discussed in the last video. If you just, last video will be very helpful. There is no technical stuff I did it there, but yes, that story makes sense, right? Next, as a programmer, I'm not saying this is a good approach, because why it is not a good approach? Suppose right now we have to insert only 3 objects, so we are calling the servant every time, and we are going to insert the element. Don't you think so? In the shop, we having the 1000 of the element will be there, right? So if we have the 1000 of element and 1000 line of code you are going to insert there, means going to write in a program. It's not a good practice of a programmer, right? So in order to overcome this kind of problem, we are going to learn the construction concept. What is construction? Well, as if anyone who is from the Java background, they knows very well what is constructor. Constructor is kind of method only, but only thing is that constructor is used to initialize the object. That's all, nothing else, sir. Okay, next next let's see, we are going to create one class. Class name will be person, and I am going to, let's discuss about that. I'm going to create the class, and class name is the person, and inside a person class, what I'm going to do, can you see this? I just create a init method. What is the init method? Here, in case of Java, constructor name will be the same of the class name, but in case of Python, bit different. In case of Python, class name, whatever the class name it is, constructor name always be init. Okay, the constructor also two kind of there. In case of Java, also one parameterized, another is non-parameterized. Similarly, in case of Python, also constructor is the two kind of thing. Okay, before going to do this thing, I would like to show you something. Constructor will call automatically whenever you are going to create the object. I can prove it up. Give me some time. I'll prove it up. Okay, so just I'm going to print this. I'm going to print this is this method invoke automatically when object will created. Okay, so now let's see, I have to prove whatever I am saying. If I can prove it up, then only my statement will be useful, otherwise it's no use at all, right? So let me show you. Okay, I'm going to create an object. First let me create the object. How I can create the object? Hey servant, I'm going to call the servant. Hey servant, come here. Servant, who will call the servant? Owner will call the servant, not a customer will call, right? The owner, who is the owner of this? Person is the owner, right? Person is going to call the servant. Hey servant, come here. We had created the object. I did not call the init method, right? Till now I did not create call my init method, means constructor. Let me show you what is the output we are getting. Yes, see, it's a great thing, right? We did not call our init method, but by default my object this default constructor get called, right? So you can understand how many times you are going to create object, that many times constructor is getting called by default only. So here you will get the pretty good idea. Okay, let's coming to our agenda. Okay, I created one class person, and I defined the constructor. This is non-parameterized constructor. Why? Because whenever you will create an object, see, once you are creating the parameterized constructor, then default constructor will not get called at all. Got it? You have to call default constructor explicitly. You have to be focused on my word. Whenever you are going to create a parameterized constructor, then default constructor will not call automatically. But when you are not creating the parameterized constructor, in that situation default constructor will get called automatically. Just before this program we had seen this, right? Now next is what next what we are going to do. Next, we had created the constructor. Now we have to initialize, right? And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create an object. Okay, what do you mean by the object creation, guys? Object creation means calling of the servant. See, focus on my line. See, I'm not going to discuss any technical glitch here. Okay, just focus on my simple word. Creation of object means calling the servant. Okay, who will call the servant? Person will call the servant. Okay, now person will call the servant, and we need to pass three things: name, surname, year of birth. Name, surname, year of birth. Now I am going to call Rajesh or Vivek, we can call it up, Vivek, and comma, and yes, surname we can call here Kumar, and comma 1995 year of birth. Now let's discuss about these things. I'm going to print it up, right? Okay, let's print one more thing before going to print. I'm going to print pybron. What we are getting the pybron means. Okay, next, once a pybron got printed, next let me show you this output first. And see, can you see this object, where this object has been created, this person means this person detail, where it created, this is the address of your memory. Now let's see, I have to call my object, right? I have to call my objects, means name, surname, year of birth, right? How we can call these things, let's see, print print percentage s percentage s means name will be string, so percentage Vivek, and surname will be also a string, so percentage s, and date of birth, right? Year of birth, so it will be integer, so percentage d, name, year of birth, that's all, comma percentage, and here you can pass, 1 minute, here you can pass what you can say, pybron dot name one. Okay, next what you can do, and surname, comma pybron dot surname, okay, comma pybron dot year of birth, okay, year of birth. Let's run this code, and what we are finding, what we are getting, let's see these things. Why this error is coming, guys? Okay, so I hope you understood what I did in this print program, right? Okay, pybron, and here I'm going to do pybron, change this Alec with the pybron. Okay, that's all. Let's run this code. What is going to be happen, whether we are getting the output? Yes, Vivek Kumar was born in 1995. Okay, so that's all with this object creation. Now one more thing, see, don't you think so, means here we are passing name, and we are going to store this name one object. See, this name one is the variable, let me show you one more thing. Let me show you, 1 minute, I would like to share one more thing. 1 minute, guys. Okay, so what I'm saying, what I'm going to show you, see, don't you think so, this name one is it's a member of this class, okay, is the member of this class, and name is the member of this init method. Okay, so every time we have to create a different name with this method signature. No, it's not like that. You can give the same name also, like in case of Java, we supposed to do the same thing with the help of this keyword, right? But similarly, we can do the same thing here also. You can, I'll show you in a while, 1 minute. What you can do, just call their name and surname, year of birth. Don't worry about that all. And we are going to pass here, instead of name one, I'm going to pass here name. Okay, let me run this code. Yes, we are getting the output. So that also you can do. Don't think so we have to pass only, it means a class member should be different with the method member. It's not like that. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm just creating another class, means same class I'm going to create here. Just close it up, and yeah, I created the same class person. And next I'm going to create one method here. I'm going to create one method like check his current age, means I want to check the current age of the Vivek. So what I can do, I just created a method like age a dot current year, and a comma current year. A is what? See, a is not, let me try to understand, let me explain you what is the a is nothing but it's a pointer. You can give the self, you can give anything. It's not a worry about at all. It's a pointer. It's a pointing to the current class. Okay, that's all. So that a dot year of birth, we had initialized the year of birth, means current year, whatever today, right now we are making this video, the year is 2020, right? So we have to subtract from the 2020 to year, which year he born up, right? So that year we had stored inside of this year of birth variable. So we have to call with the help of this pointer. Okay, so, and I already told you, pointer means pointing the current class. That's all. So year of birth is the member of the current class, right? So we have to call that, and now we return it up. Next, what I'm going to do, just I would like to show you something bit different. Okay, we'll show you the later on. And next, what I'm going to show you, I just create an object, right? First I have to create the object. How we can create an object, by the way? Can anyone help me? Yes, we can create an object with the help of the class name. And you can create here, you can give here any name, like obj. I can give anything, you can give anything. Okay, here I am going to create a person. Here I'm passing like a name is the Manish, comma, surname is Singh, comma, and year of birth, his year of birth is 1996. And here I'm going to, here I call the object, right? Here I call the object. Now what I'm going to do, just be focused here, guys, be focused here, what we are going to do. And I am going to call my age. I am going to call, I have to check what is my current age. So print, I call the 2000 here, instead of Alec you can give here object obj. Okay, done. And now instead of 2014 you can give here 2020, so it will calculate the his age, right? And you can call it up, right? That's all. Next, run this code. What is going to be happen? Let's see 24 means till this year, what is the age of Madis? It's a 24 years old. He is 24 years old, right? Hope you understood the concept. Now I am going to, okay, let me show you one more thing. If I am going to print here, print obj, if I am going to print here obj, what is the output we are getting? Let me show you that also. We are getting where my object has been created, that address I am getting. Okay, let's create one more method, like str method. It's the inbuilt method of the inside of the class. Okay, we are going to override that method. I'll show you, I'll discuss you about the overriding everything in a detailed way. Okay, don't worry. And what we did here, we create a string method. It's not, we did not create, we just override that. Okay, and what is going to be happen? Let's run this code again. And what is the output we are getting? Yes, we are getting the output. It's pretty good, right? We just call the object and we get whatever we wrote inside of string method. Hope you understood the concept. Yes, thanks. And let's discuss you about pretty much good. Okay, this all about the class and object. Okay, I'll show you something bad practice also, what the peoples are used to do. Okay, let me clear this screen. Okay, this what I did, same class I created like a class person, and here I set the name, self dot name, this already set name. In case of Java also, we supposed to use the setter and getter method, right? We supposed to use the setter and getter method, which used to set the something parameter inside of that. Okay, this only used for the encapsulation purpose, but here I just want to say this is not a good practice at all. Okay, why it is not good practice at all? Same thing we can do with the help of the constructor. Why we have to write this many line of code? Okay, just let me create the object first. Obj is equal to person. I created the person, and here no need to call anything, no need to create, no need to, because we don't have any method, right? And if you also, one more thing point to be noted here, if you don't have any method also, a default constructor will call automatically. You cannot see that. Okay, that is the default constructor. Okay, now next we are going to call like a name, age, name, surname, and same thing what we did there. Okay, so first we have to set, right? First we have to set what I did. Okay, before that we should create an object, right? I did a mistake. 1 minute. Okay, this should be something. I did a mistake. And here what you can do, here instead of president you can create here object. Okay, cool. Okay, that's pretty good. Yes, what we did, we just set the thing, and now what we are going to do, we are going to call our getter method. It's a set name is done. Next, what we have to do, set year has done. Next, what I have to do, once your year, age, everything has done, you have to call this kind of thing. Okay, cool. And obj, instead of these Instead of president, you have to create this object, object, object. Cool. Let's say 2014. Instead of writing 2014, make it 2020. Okay. Okay. That's all. That's Mr. John. We said John Dio and 1940. So Mr. John Dio is president and he is very old. He is 80 years old. Got it. Thanks. That's all about the class and object. Hope you guys enjoyed this session, and we are going to meet very soon. Don't worry. With the help, we are going to discuss in the next video like inheritance, encapsulations, and abstraction. Lot of cool thing, right? And ultimately, our goal to teach you about the data science. Okay, not the Python programming. Yes, do practice. Keep in touch. Thank you. Thank you.